Good morning, children. This is chapter number 5, as we had already discussed this chapter in our live classes. So the same topic that I have discussed in the live classes, I am going to discuss with you in this video also. So we have already discussed about the endocrine gland, then we have discussed about the thyroid gland. After that, the adrenal gland. In the previous video also we had discussed about that, and after that we had discussed about this adrenal glands, pancreas, and then we had discussed about this pituitary gland. Now today the topic that I am going to take in today's video is the adolescence. So children, what is adolescence? You are now in class 8, so you all are turning, you all are in the stage of adolescence, because this stage starts from the year between the age of 12 and it lasts up to 18 to 19, and sometime it extend up to 21 years. So this is the period from age 8 to age 21. This time period is called adolescence. Why this is called adolescence? Because this is a transitional stage of physical and mental human development that occurs between the childhood and the adulthood. Means you before that we can count that the person is child till the age of 11, and till he has completed 12 we can say this is a child, but slowly and slowly that child is converting into an adult. So that phase is called adolescence. So it has been derived from the word adolescere, which means to grow into maturity. So this is in an adolescence. Adolescent is neither a child or nor a adult, because our adulthood starts after the age of 21. So what happens, children? During that stage there are some changes occurs inside the body of a person. So which type of changes occurs in the body? So that we are going to discuss about in this chapter. So the first we are going to take about the physical changes, then we are going to take about mental changes. So physical changes, as you all were absorbing in your body also, that there is an increase in your height. The first change that occurred during the adolescence is the increase in the height. So it happens that till the age of 18 in girls until the age of 21 in boys, the height increases. After that the growth of height stops. The length of the arms, length of the legs, length of other parts of the body, everything increases till the age of 21. After that the increase in height on any other parts of the body stops. After that the maturity level, the mental level of the person increases, but throughout the age the person height doesn't grow. So that is a special change that occurred during the adolescence. Now the second type of change that occurs inside the body is the change of body shape. Now which type of body shape and the change of body shape occur? So especially the boys have the broader shoulders, narrow hips, while the girls, they have the curvaceous body and their broader hips due to the enlargement of hip bone. So it is scientific that which type of body shape the girls are having and which type of body shape the boys are having. It depends on the shape of their skeletal system. So the change of body shape, mainly the body shape occurred during the adolescence. So this is the second point. The first is increase in height, second is the change in body shape. Third is the change in voice, very important. During the adolescence change, our larynx, the voice box, begins to grow. And there is a continuous huge growth in that voice box. So at that time there is a change in the voice of a child. So this can be seen in the voice as protruding part of the throat is called Adam's apple. If you just say something and there is a vibration in your neck, and sometimes that bone also we feel in the neck. So that part is called larynx, and that larynx is responsible for the production of voice. So in voice, Adam's apple, the voice box is a little bit broader as compared to girls. So that is why the voice of the boys is little heavier as compared to girls. So girls, they have a pitched voice, whereas the boys, they have a deep hoarse voice. By their voice we can identify whether this is the voice of girl and whether this is a voice of boy. So this happens only because of the presence of larynx in the body. So these changes, as we are studying, so these changes, if you are observing, because you all are in that adolescence age, so all these changes are also occurring inside your body, but slowly and slowly, because we every day the changes are occurring, so we are not able to identify them. But after a certain age, we found that we were different in the childhood and now we are different. Now the fourth point is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland, especially the oil gland present in the body. So at that time, the problem of acne, the problem of pimples on the face occurs inside the body, because at that time there is a huge secretion of sweat and sebaceous glands occur inside the body. So these are the four main physical changes that occur inside the body. Now the four changes are: one is the increase in height, second is the change in body shape, third is the change in voice box, fourth is the increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. Now come to the development of sexual and secondary sexual character during adolescence. So this is the time period where in the body there are many changes. Sexually, many changes occurs inside the body, means there is a development of sexual organs. It becomes fast inside the body. So during the adolescence period, the sex organ becomes active. The testes in boys, they start producing sperms, and the ovaries start producing eggs in girls. This indicates that individual is becoming capable of producing children. So that stage, when the production of sperms and the production of eggs occur inside the body, so that stage is called puberty. So how we can explain what is that puberty? So puberty is the period during which the reproductive system of boys and girls matures. In the girls, it starts at the age of about 12, and first sign of puberty is the development of breast. In boys, it starts at the 13 years of age, and that is the enlargement of testes in its the first sign. So now children, in this puberty, the sex hormones start the production. So there is a production of sex hormone inside the testes as well as the ovaries. These topics we are going to take in our one more chapter. We have one more chapter, reproduction in animals. So detailed you will study in that, and if you want to study, you can go through that chapter. So the male sex organs and they start producing a hormone that is called androgen. And androgens, they are the hormones. So one of the hormone is testosterone, that is produced in a huge amount inside the bodies of men. Female, they have the estrogens. So these are the two hormones. They start production according to the sex, means boys or girls, they start the production inside the body. One more important hormone that is activated, that is called follicle stimulating, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. It is produced by the pituitary gland. Already we had discussed. This hormone also starts their production. So the sex hormone brings about a change as well. Which type of change occurs inside the body? The boys' voice breaks and hair start growing on the legs. On the legs, on the chest, on the face. Boys, they get mustaches and they have the beard on their faces. So this type of changes occur in the body of the boys. Boys who has been through puberty soon finds himself having to shave. Then the boys, they have to go for a shave. So this type of changes occur inside the body of a child during the puberty period. In girls, the breast size start increasing and fat is laid down in the thighs. The size of thighs start increasing, giving the character curvature of the female body. And all these things are according to the age. Because of the hormonal changes, all these changes occur automatically inside the body. So next is the development of various secondary sexual characteristics. What are these? So secondary sexual characteristics means at this stage boys and girls, they both become interested in opposite sex. So that stage occur after the age of 21 years. So that is the completion of that puberty. Now next, the differences they have given in this table, that boys, which type of changes are the boys are having and which type of changes the girls are having. So there is an enlargement of testes in boys, enlargement of ovaries in girls. So you can study from, because already you have given all these differences in your book. Now adolescence and related psychological change. Psychological means they are related to your thinking, what you think, which type of decisions you are able to take. So in this stage, when the psychological changes occur, at that time the boys and girls, they become too conscious and start worrying about their growth, the various parts of their body. They start feeling shy, feel hesitant, and in sharing their problems with others. Because at that time the maturity level of the person increases. So that is why shyness, hesitate. So this type of problem occurs in the children. So they spend a lot of time in grooming. Grooming means they are busy in their own. If you don't have the good friends, if you have the good friends, you share your feelings with them. You share with your, if your parents are your good friends, you share your feelings with your parents. But sometimes when you are not able to say anything, then they groom here and there. So we should not groom here and there. Instead of that, whatever problem we are facing, we should share with our, especially with the parents, because parents are the first friend. They become worried about their future at that time, because in this stage only the children, they complete 10th, 11th, 12th, and that is a transition phase of their life. So they become very worried about their future, and because at that time they start fearing, their hormonal level of the body, there is a, scientifically the cause of depression is the dramatic increase in the hormone level of the body. The hormones affect the brain and control the emotions. So at that time the child become worried about the future. The boys and girls, they remain with their group of friends. So that is why that is called a peer group. They enjoy the company of their friends. Girls, they want to stay with their friends for a long time. Boys, they also want to stay with their friends for a long time. So this is a crucial age that brings the emotional and psychological change in the body. So at that time, because we all know that at that time we enjoy the company of our friends. So the girls, they talk to their friends for a long time. They have many friends. So in the same way, whenever you want to study, then you have the friends to share which type of topics are going in the school. So but at the same time they develop, at the same time we should know that what is good for us during that life, because some of the children, they learn the good bad habits also from others. So like smoking, drinking. So this type of things we should avoid, and we should be worried for our future, what we should do and what are good for us. So after that the stage come, that is the adulthood. Adulthood means now your adolescence age is over, and now the maturity level has been increased. So at that time the child become worried about the coming future. So at that time the stable relationship, intellectual and career pursuits, and shouldering responsibility take priority. So to maintain adulthood when starts, at that time there is no growth on the body parts, no hormonal growth occur in the body, but height, size, that will not increase. The weight of the body start increasing. So at that time we should take care of some things, like we should take a proper and safe food which should be good for us. We should take a lot of amount of milk, butter, proteins, carbohydrates. We should do a lot of exercise. Our lifestyle should be good. We should avoid sleeping for a long hour. We should avoid watching TV for a long hour. We should avoid smoking and the consumption of alcohol, etc. Same way, we should take care of the body, like cleanliness. We should always wash our hand before and after eating. We should brush our teeth. We should take baths regularly. We should wear clean clothes. We should have the good toilet habits to maintain a proper hygiene. The feet should be cleaned. The hair should be combed. The eyes should be washed regularly. We should not use lot of mobile and computers, and so all this type of personal hygiene should be maintained during that period. The person should do physical exercises so that the body, because at that time whatever we eat in the adolescence period, whatever we are eating, that is used by the body, because the body need all the extra food during that time because of the increase in weight, increase in height, increase in the body structure. But after that there is no increase in the body size, no increase in the body shape. So at that time the body do not increase. So we should do physical exercise so that the food should be consumed by our body. So this is all about the importance of personal hygiene in the body. Now one more topic is there, that is stress. Now what is stress, children? Now it happens with us that sometimes we mentally and emotionally we are under stress. Simple terms, it can be a tension. We take the tension. Now you have your exam in the next month, you are not studying now, then definitely at the time of examination you will be in tension. So stress, what is stress? It is the kind of demand. It can be caused by both good and bad experiences. So stress, what is stress? It is something going on around them. The body reacts by releasing certain hormone into the blood. So as I have told you, when we are angry, when we are happy, so our body releases some hormones. So those hormones, they are directly released into the blood, and they give us the power to cope up with that situation. So in stress, what you feel? You feel how to handle more than what you are used to. The problem is big. Now you are mature. So how to handle those problems? Because children, before the age of 21, when you are going to school, when you are going to the colleges, at that time you are totally dependent on your parents. But after that, when the age comes, then you have to get a proper job. You have to handle your family. You have to help. You have to take care of your parents. So at that time you have the lot of responsibility. So in your adulthood, in your adolescence, you don't have too much responsibilities because you are totally dependent on your parents. But at the time of your adulthood, you are responsible for taking care of your family, your parents, your brother and sister, as well as what is going on all around in the world. So at that time we have lots of responsibility. So how to tackle, and we are just going through those responsibility. We are not in the habit of those taking those responsibility, and slowly we are just adapting us. So at that time such type of stress occur in the body. But what we should do, we should be in the habit of making us stress free, because all these things is going to happen in the life. So the when we are in stress, the hormones, as if you are it makes the hormones speed up to your heartbeat, make you breathe faster and give you a burst energy. So stress hormones produces numerous physical and mental symptoms that vary according to individual. So we should be in the habit of managing stress. So if we are studying well, we get the proper job, we are having the good companions, good friends, and we are able to take care of our families, our friends, our parents, so definitely we are not going to feel any stress. So it means the adolescence period, we have to be very careful during our adolescence period. Now there are some ways they have given that if we are in stress, how we have to manage with that stress. So first is the yoga. We should do yoga. So when we are doing the yoga, it makes the mind relaxed, as well as it increases the flexibility, that if we are in stress also, then also we are able to manage the situation. It makes our mind and body relaxed. It increases the muscle strength, as well as it increases the respiration energy inside our body. So to manage with the stress, first is the yoga. Second is we should do the regular exercise, and we should do the exercise at least for 30 to 45 minutes every day. So that will make us healthier. Third is proper sleep schedule. We should not sleep for a long time, and we should not sleep less. So a proper 6 to 8 hours are sufficient for a normal human beings for sleeping. So we should make a proper sleeping schedule. We should read. It is a great way to calm mind and gain knowledge. So whenever we are in the stress, we should do some creative activities, so that will relax our body. So one of them they have given, that is the reading. We should always think positive. Whatever the problem we are facing, whatever the responsibility we are getting, so we should always think positive, because there is a solution of every type of problem in our life. We should laugh. If we are upset, then also we should be in laughing mood. So that will make you happy, as well as the people who are around you, that will also make them happy. Same way, we should if we are in stress, we should breathe. Deep breathing we should do. Meditation we can do. Time management, how to plan the work, how to complete the work on time. And some of the hobbies like listening music, dancing, solving puzzles, watching TV for some time. So this type of hobbies, if we develop, so these are the things by which we can manage the stress. So children, all about this chapter. Now the chapter is over. Question and answers I am going to share you in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, children.